So, apparently they don't have the type of format of the Windows Media Player that I thought it was going to be, but it's still a really, really good media player, so it's called Media Player 10, so go ahead and download it. That way you have something that you like and you can rely on. All right, so now, oh, and in case anybody is using the Corel Video Studio, I would recommend you technically just take advantage of the very low price and go down and purchase your own CD. What it does is it comes with a small box that you saw, and then there's a small CD inside, and then there's a serial number that's about 25 digits on the back. Now, what you do is you just type in numbers and then dash the numbers and dash on the very first screen that it opens up to. That's yours to keep. You can also, if your laptop that you have doesn't have a CD-ROM drive, because most of them don't anymore, go to your local school or library and then put it in their DVD player, their CD player, their rewritable drive, whatever, and bring in with you a flash drive and stick it in the side. Now, once your file opens up, when you put in the ROM drive, ask when it says you just inserted a ROM drive, and it says, do you want to view files? Say yes. Say click, I want to view files. On the three files that are sitting there, use your little thing and select all three at the same time. Open up on the side your flash drive, and then make sure they're on the same screen at the same time, and then drag all three files down to your flash drive. It'll take about 15 to 30 minutes for it all to transfer over. Once it's on your flash drive, take that out of the library or the school that you're at, and then go to your laptop back at your house, and it'll act just as if you had the ROM drive. So you'll be able to use it as if you were using the ROM drive. So take that into consideration, and maybe take advantage of just your nearby Best Buy, Staples, Office Depot, or Office Max, and pick up your own personal copy, just in the event that you can technically, you have to be online when you start your computer, but technically after that, if for some reason the internet goes down, realistically, you can still work on your laptops, anybody, as an actual independent standalone station without being on the internet using Corel. So you can be sitting at your house, and the internet's down for, a year or whatever, and you can still just be sitting there and be making movies or music videos just to pass the time. So if you have that, and not to say that technically that if you ordered it online, it doesn't offer that also, because you realistically do still get a serial number when you order it online and pay the money with your credit card online. It just seems to me like it's a little bit of a convenient thing to have the actual disc. Also, in just to sort of like have in your room or whatever. But either way, I would definitely say, if you want, sure, you can order the 30 days. But if I were you, I would just take advantage of just going and getting this serial number and make a purchase. It's a really, really nice program. Anyways, okay, so at this point, you have to decide, okay, so I know I have my video clips. Now, the cool thing about Corel Video is all of this, no matter if you put it all right there right now, it won't slow down your machine. This I bought at a pawn shop. It's brand new. It's never been used. It was $179. I had to talk them down, and then they gave it to me for $50 off. It was $200 down to $150, and then I got the return policy, and then it ended up just coincidentally being $179. So with how much you talk to friends about how you have to have a graphics computer, you don't. They're full of it. You can put all of these videos all right here, and then you can have them all there, and it won't slow down your computer. And you can just go. Now, I would recommend this because I usually work when I'm working with a laptop with an actual independent mouse that's plugged in on the USB port on the side. Now, get a mouse that has one end where it's a USB port, and you can use an independent mouse so everything is faster. If you're not the type, a lot of people are the type, so that's cool. But if I had my choice, I would definitely use a mouse on the side. Now that you're sort of set here, you got to find, well, what music do I want? So you shrink out of here, and then you go to So obviously you would pick out your YouTube video. So so let's just say, for instance, this is something that you would want to use just for fun, something for fun. Okay. Now, there's a lot of old people, so this is something that you just basically do exactly what I'm doing, but share right here. Go ahead and, sorry. They're like, I'm old and I cannot see also. My bad. Okay. So, share, and then you just go to copy that. Now it's copied, right? And then you got to go back to add new tab. And then you got to go to big converter. Boom. Okay. This is still one of the only websites that's still extremely dependable and is always available on Androids or Apple phones. So, you got to make sure you change it. Well, realistically, we might use it in. We're going to get two versions in this case, but we'll do for right now. We'll do the MP4 to MP4 is video, MP3 is audio. So this will take it from YouTube and literally steal it, video included, and put it on your desktop. Now you right click on here and then you say paste. Now when you go to convert, now if you're using this on your Android or Apple phone, it'll basically at this point do a pop-up, go to the corner of your Apple phone or your Android phone, and then shrink all your screens down and then just take off the pop-up and then press it again. And then if it happens again, take it off again, and then press it again. If it happens again, take it off again. But it will eventually do what this screen is it'll appear right here. You kind of have to battle on your phone. Laptops have a much better firewall. All phones are susceptible to these pop-up corporations. Not as much on your laptops. Now you say download and convert file, the green one. Now this is, I think, what I was talking about as far as a pop-up goes. So you just go ahead and shrink it down, and then it's still here in the corner. So it's downloading. It'll be done in just a minute or so. And then you basically have it, and then you can, for instance, let's try something real quick. So it's still there. Maybe I'll try this. I don't think I've done this before. Okay, so you let's just click on it because that's what you're going to end up doing. I want to see it. You want to see it. I want to see it. Okay. It's connecting or something. Okay, so it was thinking about it. Okay, so I have Media Player 10, and I guess I did end up getting Windows Media Player. I have to go find the icon for it, because I thought I got it. Recommended settings. Finish. Yeah, that's the way I remember it. Okay, so go ahead and download Windows Media Player. Apparently it's, I mean, you can see it, how sexy it is right when it starts. It's like, boom! Windows Media Player doesn't fuck around. It's just always awesome. So, I don't know, I'll have to go find the icon, because apparently it came with, like, 2. Somewhere it's in the back pages. I'll like see if I can find it. I'm not really sure how to I can't even figure out how to put my YouTube icon on the front. I think if I remember correctly, you gotta, while we're doing it, I'll try it. So if I wanted to make my YouTube while we're doing that, we'll say, like, how do I do it? Okay, so that's right. I just remembered. Okay. So if you want to make, like, for instance, an icon from a web page, you go to shortcut right here, and then you type in www.youtube.com. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and then I'll try and locate Windows Media Player. And then, and that's pretty much how it is with any website, as far as having your laptop type in a name for the shortcut. I thought I just did. Oh yeah, this is actually the name. So that's the shortcut address. This is the name YouTube. So that way I'll be able to get there faster. So I'm going to find the normal YouTube shortcut someday. But anyways, somewhere in here is the usual Windows Media Player. If you want to find it, I think this is how you do it. That you go Windows. There it is. Okay. It says it's right there. It says, like, desktop app. So I'm going to try right clicking real quick. Oh, pin to start, pin to taskbar, play all music. Uninstall, pin to taskbar, pin to start. Open file location. Okay, that was right clicking on it. And then, anyways, it says I have a desktop app. That's not it, though. Right there. Trying to get it to appear there is what I'm trying to do. Okay. Desktop app. It's not doing it as much as I would want it to. Like, damn it! It keeps selecting it. Fuck. Okay, well, I'll figure it out later. But basically, it gave me that too along with it. So I don't think I want this here. I'll just try. It selected it. So I'll just drag it and put it here for now. Okay. Now I wonder if I can drag this and put it there. Nope. What if I right click on it? Nope. I'll figure it out later. Anyways, I still have Windows Media Player, so that's good. And what I do is I now have the file. Now, to find it after the fact, when you've downloaded it to Big Converter, I'm pretty sure they put it in downloads. So, oh look, it's Windows Media Player 10. No, it says Media Player 10. Yeah, putting me in a difficult position. I'm like, where is... This was where I saw it the last time, and this is what I dragged over to there. If you can ever find something here, if you drag it, it'll work. But anyways, here it is right here. I really like you. Okay. And you can put that right there now. That way, it can be found in your Corel. So you're like, and when you want to add it, then the fastest way is just to do this, and then you just drag it from there, and you can put it in this first slot right here if you want, and it'll move it over, and you blow it back up, and this is now the way it looks. So it's right here, and because it doesn't have icons to say really very easily like I thought it might, what is everything. That way you can just do this. Music. Hold on, it's not working. Show audio files. Oh, okay. So we'll make all of these disappear, and then oh, because it's a video. Right, we were going to go do 2 of them. So it's actually a video, so it's not seeing it as going invisible. So we were going to do the MP3 version and then also the other version. So you go back to the same thing, drop it, get off my screen, drop it down, and then just do the MP3, and then say a second time convert it. Now, no pop-ups just yet as far as like the ones that were there before. So, as far as like the ones up top, like right here. And when it's done, just press download, and this is where we got our pop-up the last time. Your phones are going to get it a lot worse, but just go ahead and don't have no fear, and then just press get out of here. And then give it a minute, because it might be thinking. Like look in here in the corner, it's saying it's thinking. And then it's now here, and then it's going in a circle. So it'll be done in like a few seconds. But realistically, if you want to put it in perspective, since Palm Shop laptops are so inexpensive, you can just go grab one. They always cleanse them before they resell them. And so they refurbish them and wipe them, and they come with standard, a lot of your normal stuff that is, so they basically clean anything off it that was unwanted, and then they put everything back on it that's supposed to be there. So you can basically, considering the low price of Corel, just go buy Corel the Music PlayStation from your local pawn shop, realistically, if you want to sort of think about it in a way where you're just like, oh, yeah. So they have a new Nintendo Mario Kart 64 system to do something with your spare time. And you just go pick it up by going to two separate places. And let's see, I think that's it. Okay, so that's the audio version. Shrink and then go back to Corel Video Studio. And then, I never knew what that was, capture. So you gotta just sort of make it the half size in the corner. And then grab this. Now, just drag it into here. And then it has a little thing that comes on. Now, if you want to put it there, it'll go there. If you want to put it there, it'll go there. But we'll put it there. Oh, I think I pressed this. Hold on. Okay, it's there that time. Okay. So now if you press this, for instance, the music button, it'll hide it, and then it'll bring it back. If you want to hide all the videos, oh, there's two of them. Okay, so if you want to hide all the videos, then it'll show you just your audios, because it's the way they decided to do it over at Corel. So now that you have this and you know what song you want to do, you just basically you just put it right here in the music spot. You can just put it there and then move it over if you want. Okay. Now you can work with that while sort of setting the mood for your videos to sort of kind of make you, feel like how you want to put it in a particular sort of style. As far as cutting all the videos, so basically what you would do is, the way I would do it is I would just bring them all down, and then okay, you gotta scroll back up on the side and then bring it back up to the video bar, which is right here, video. And then you just basically drag your videos to here. Now, if it seems too big, it's just like I can't see anything. Well, then go to the minus bar, and then it'll bring it all the way back. And then what you do is you go in here, and then you start watching it. So watch how I was talking about before, as far as playing it. This is where I usually run into problems. It's just when I'm online. So whenever I have any sort of glitching that starts to happen, then I usually log off. So I'm going to disconnect from the internet, and then maybe my little harassment asshole will leave me alone. It's supposed to technically work. Okay. Now that I'm not online, see if it gives at all. Maybe. None of those are right. I'm going to go ahead and file, save. That's not working either. Okay, well, I'm going to restart my computer because it's going to restart and then turn back on, and most likely it'll save it. So you're going to probably run into people that bother you online the second you start using Corel. So, well, I got my songs. I told myself already, because I have this person from the past that always likes to bother me. I told myself, well, then I'm going to take it offline once I get my songs. So I got my songs, and that's usually when he shows up. He's a really obsessed dude. He's got all these laptops and computers figured out, and I made a really big shout at the beginning of 2008. And I'm his go-to guy. So it's never really your fault. Just if you're ever having problems on your laptops and things sort of freeze up, just try offline. They, in the past, haven't figured out how to jump over that problem. It's something that solved that issue before, so I'll see if it starts running when I come back. Now everyone's probably wondering, like, why does turning off your computer and turning on your computer help? It does the possibility of a number of different things, but what it could do is technically do a scrambling service for every time someone has a computer. Now, it also re-inputs your firewall and erases everybody that was there. And then now that I'm offline, it's sort of a lot better because, hold on. You know, if he was standing there looking at my stuff, he won't be there anymore. So, and then he won't have any way to come back in. And see if everything is sort of the way I left it. And I most likely, I mean, Corel's unique in the way that if you suddenly have to turn off your computer, it actually has a holding cell that it'll put all of your stuff in, and just for some reason it'll just say, do you want it to be exactly the way that it was? And so maybe it'll actually do that because I didn't technically save anything. It'll be easy to do it again, but I didn't technically save anything. So you go to Corel Video Studio, and then everything got wiped out. Oh, okay, that's right, because I reset it this time. But oh, you're wondering, like, isn't that supposed to scare you? Nah, he's harmless. He was always around. He actually, to them, they have a really unique personality in the sense that that's their only way they can say hi, is the obsession takes over. So their biggest compliment that they can give you, they think, not that you think that, but they think, come on, I'm flirting. They think that that's actually a good thing. They're just like, yeah, but you have somebody that's such a high grade political office that they can just stand there and stare at your computer. How lucky are you? And that's just their perspective. But it's a very level-minded sort of attitude I have about the guy, because believe it or not, he doesn't steal my stuff. He'll just knock my computer down. And that's his way of saying, cool painting, man. And so I never really get mad, because it's like, in a way he's right, but you just sort of don't expect it because you're just trying to kind of do your job. But I was getting really good, so he started like giving me really the most problems when I was doing videos after I did all of my paintings. He gave me a snail spin upload. It was just like all of my things just started doing this. Like it took 2 hours for uploads and stuff, so I finally like Mom, my desktop is fucked. Get me a laptop. And then I had this theory. I'm like, I'm gonna get a laptop and I'm gonna get it offline. And I did all of the Covenant music video because I used a laptop, or else it wouldn't even be there. Pretty cool, huh? See, do you want to recover the previous project file? They're really nice in that one way. That's his way of flirting. So folder 1, because it looks like that's not it. So you go to folder 1, and then everything is right there. So we got a missing video, but we have so that's his way of saying like hi, nice to see you. Anyways, you go, because I'm missing this right here. It's gone. They can't resist the temptation to fuck with you because it's art. And that's why you just kind of go like, I guess I'll take that as a compliment. He goes, right. Anyways, okay, so we have our music song right there. Now, where we ran into a problem online is right here, and then I pressed play and it didn't work, but we're offline now, so. Is it frozen everywhere? Hold on. That's not a good thing. Oh, they're bad codecs. Okay, here's... How can they be that bad? Is it really frozen? Okay, wait, it just worked. So, hold on a second. Maybe it was still thinking. I don't know. Everything is... Okay, now we're maneuvering. Okay, you see that? That's a very good sign. I'm nervous right now. Okay, now it's thinking. So maybe it dropped down, but it didn't mean that it wasn't going to take a second. So maybe we should have just gave it a moment. So, play. And once again, nothing. Freezes it. Project. Okay, it's just... MP4. Still thinking. Waiting for that line to come back. Hold on. This doesn't happen.